we have found ourselves 50 yards from the green. Okay, so quite an awkward distance for a lot of people. A lot of people don't mind the full shot, but then when we get to this awkward yardage where we've got about 50 yards or so, it can be tricky for many. Okay, so let's first of all go through the setup. What are we trying to do? Well, for all short game shots, we need to get the weight on our left side. Okay, so first and foremost, like a short game shot, like you would do with the chipping, get that weight forward. Okay, about 60% on that left side. Okay, secondly, you can see here I've got quite a narrow stance. We don't necessarily need too much balance, so just getting that narrow stance, get that weight forward, and then in particular, we're going to grip down the golf club. Okay, so you can see here certainly from this sort of behind position, we're quite close to the golf ball. Okay, and then one big thing, certainly with the pitching compared to say a chip shot, we're going to get the hands forward. Okay, so I want to try and get my hands just slightly ahead of the golf ball here. That's really going to help me get the strike that I'm looking for through the shot. Okay, so get those hands forward, get that little bit of shaft lean you're looking for, and then from there, really, that pretty much gets us in the position that we're trying to execute the strike. Okay, and from a technical standpoint in terms of what I'm feeling when I'm pitching, well, for me, it's all about the big muscles, trying to get your upper body, your chest, controlling the shot. Okay, so once I'm in this position, all I'm thinking is, can I maintain this position in the arms where I'm just turning back? Again, notice there that there's no conscious wrist hinge as such. We're just from there, we're just turning away, and notice there that we're keeping some good width in the backswing. We don't need to pick it up quite so steep because we know the club, the loft is going to do the work. Okay, so from here, just turn away, create that width, and then we're going to match it on the way through. So from here, we're just going to turn the body through and get that chest doing the job. Okay, so if we just kind of go through that routine there, the hands are forward, weight's favoring that left side a little bit, and we're just going to turn back, turn through, and we get a lovely strike coming out pretty close to the hole there. So for me, you know, when I teach a lot of golfers, they quite often overcomplicate it and overthink this shot. Really, once you get into that setup position, get where you need to get to, it's then about controlling the swing with the body. Okay, now I want to draw upon how far should we swing back, because as I said, you know, we all are generally quite comfortable with the full swing, but then we need to think, how far back do I need to swing to control the distance? Okay, so for me, I use the clock method. Now, there are different methods out there, but for me, the clock method keeps it super simple and really visual. Okay, so if we think about the big hand on a clock, and that's my left arm, okay, and from here, if this is 6 o'clock going straight down, we've got 7:30 swing there, we've got our 9 o'clock swing, and then we've got our 10:30 swing. Okay, so I've got 3 different swings with 4 different wedges, including my pitching wedge. So I've got my pitching wedge, my 50, 54 and 58. So all of a sudden, we've got so many shots within that sort of 100, 120 yard distance. And for me, this shot here is pretty much just a 9 o'clock swing back and through, and just really trying to visualize how far back I need to swing. Again, halfway back, halfway through, again, controlling that distance really nicely. And I think where a lot of people tend to go wrong is it almost becomes too much on feel. Now, feel is important, yes, but in reality, we still need a visual of where to go back and where to go through. So again, if you just watch where I'm going back here, I'm going to try and get back to sort of 9 o'clock, and then I'm going through. A little bit long there, but we got the nice strike that we're looking for. So next time you're out, guys, just go through this as a checkpoint. You know, if you're comfortable with the setup, just get yourself into position, get the hands leaning forward, then think all about the big muscles doing the job for you. Think about the length of swing, then we should get some pretty good results. As always guys, if this is your first time watching the channel, I post weekly content like this to help you improve your game.